Hi, I'm Dr. Charlotte Howard, a psychologist at Deep Eddy Psychotherapy, and I wanted to answer the question, who should get in group therapy? Group is extremely powerful for people who want to look at who they are in relationships. And that is whether maybe in relationships you're always giving and not receiving, or maybe you always choose the wrong kind of partner to date, or maybe you keep recreating a similar dynamic, like pushing people away in a certain way, or you can't go deeper with certain people, or some childhood dynamic where it's hard for you to show up and fully be authentic. There's so many different things we do in relationships that come from our childhood training or templating off of our parents. And so I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about all relationships. It could be that you have a certain pattern in your friendships, or you just have trouble with closeness, or you get too close. And group is most powerful when you want to look at and understand and improve who you are in relationships and improve your relationships. Now, that also really includes our relationship with ourselves. So I've had many clients get in group where they don't feel good about themselves. They have an underlying insecurity, or they don't relate to themselves lovingly. And group is extremely powerful in healing that as well. Because one, you get yourself reflected back to you. Sometimes it's accurate and sometimes it's a projection from someone else's childhood. And you kind of learn like, oh, that's about them. And you can see like how people project their issues onto each other, and you learn to not take that personally. And you're also, the group as a whole will really see your true self because you're showing up to be really vulnerable and be your real self. And you get that reflected back to you. And that over time really gets internalized the way a good mom would get internalized if they were reflecting back your true self as a baby the way it should have happened. That becomes a part of your story of who you are. And I've seen many people really heal their relationship with themselves in group. So I'd say if you have any relationship issues, whether it's with other people or yourself, group is the perfect place for you. And group is also really good if you have depression or anxiety, because both of those are often defenses against feelings. And one of the main things we're doing in group is to track and know what you're feeling and practice being able to bring that into relationship. So as you get really good at that, the anxiety and the depression can relieve automatically or just naturally on their own. Anxiety is a defense against feelings, so as you're able to not defend against feelings and you're able to naturally let yourself feel them and bring them into relationship, you don't need the anxiety. Depression tends to be more of a defense against anger, which also sometimes can get explored in group. The research shows that when we get connected with other people, that really helps with depression. So just the connections that you naturally have in group will help with feelings of sadness or depression. So those are some of the main things. Anxiety, even social anxiety could be too, but some of the main things that would be great to look at in group.